I was just watching Misty on YouTube, so I was almost late to my own live. That's bad. I'm not sick. I have asthma, so it's fine. I'm fine. Everything's fine. It is chilly today. It is absolutely chilly this morning, and I have the fireplace on, which is probably not all that good. Uh-oh. What are we doing? Which is probably not all that good for asthma, but we're doing it anyway. So that, yes, she went on for just to do like a little chat before she does her sale. So I want to get going. Oh, good. I'm on the YouTubes. I'm on the YouTubes now, multicasting. So, yeah, she was just doing a little chat before we kicked off VAMP this morning. I'm first today. So that's fun. Y'all, I have a bunch of jewelry, and with this open season for VAMP, I get to bring just random jewelry. Some is going to be vintage and some is not, but that's the whole vibe. Oh my gosh. Of this open season. And I think Carolyn takes the trophy. I think she said she was like on yesterday for 6 something hours. Did y'all hear that? I saw her in, I think it was Kat's your sale. Hear that? Okay. I saw her. Yeah, there we go. So yeah, yes, she did. She smashed it yesterday, and she constantly just brought out good stuff. So if it's your first time on VAMP, or if you're watching on YouTube and you are not on VAMP yet, you're missing some good vintage. So I'm going to actually get started really well. She didn't even go, oh, wow, really? No. Mm-mm. No. I would have been like, excuse me, listen to music or something. Hey, Fly Girl, how are you? Yeah, I don't know how she found the energy either. She was doing amazing. And I was doing stuff yesterday. I'm still getting back into the swing of real life because I worked 2 full days in a row last week, which I think is absolutely absurd, but I was there. And now she got to ship it all. I know, right? I'm good. I hope your holidays were good. Mine were great. I did a lot of travel. I did like 7 flights in 2 weeks. And can you come back? Oh, invite them all in. Invite them all in. Thank you so much. And good morning to you, Dana. And let's see. Fly Girl, I got your email about the cup. And we're going to look for that. She wants a Buc-ee's cup. So let me tell you about today. Today I am pulling jewelry, some vintage, some not vintage, but that's part of the open season. I did load about 25. Look at me loading items into a catalog. I feel like a pro. Good morning, Miss Norma Jean. Oh, goody. I am so glad she liked that little Rudolph Jack in the Box. I'm so glad. I'm so glad. And I'm glad you got it in time. So I'm going to be doing jewelry. If I loaded it, it had the original price that I was asking in the description. But if I didn't, hey girl, look at Miss Damn Jewelry in the chat today. Dolores is in the house and she is in the UK. So Dolores, is it midnight yet? No, it is about 4:00 your time. Hey Kim, how are you? And Dolores is going to be with me next Sunday because we're going to do some more. I have another lot of vintage jewelry. So Dolores, Miss Norma Jean said, hey, Happy New Year. So I want to make sure that you could see that. But I'm going to start with a piece that, let's do this. I got to figure out where. Now, y'all got to be patient because I got a lot of stuff on my table. Hey, Miss Nikki Moss. Miss Nikki Moss, I saw you and there's one other person. Was it, I don't know if it was Susan, that are interested in that serpentine necklace. And so if you need me to run something, if y'all want to see something that's loaded or you want me to go ahead and do that one, let me know. I've got 25 loaded. I didn't want to take too many pictures because if it's not vintage, it can't stay up. That's just the rules of VAMP, and it makes it good. But I've got some things today, and we are working on clearing out some of this jewelry. Now, if you see something and I give you a price for it, then good morning, Miss Lena. Thank you for coming. Miss Lena is so sweet, y'all. She always watches my videos and she always leaves the sweetest comments, tells me she hypes it, thumbs up. Thank you so much. And if you have a reasonable offer, y'all, let me know. I got an offer on a vintage button lot and I let the seller know that I would be packaging and invoicing today. So I will refund overages. I know I've done that multiple times. So refunding overages have a lot more than what I'm going to be able to show today. It's going to be vintage and not vintage. I have more than is in the catalog. What else? I do these 50% off sales frequently. I just can't do them on VAMP unless they're vintage. So I may be pulling some vintage stuff just to do a 50% off. No more jewelry. Are you kidding? That's not going to happen. Fly girl, come on. Hetty's still bringing me stuff. Yes. I know. I try to get Dolores on the screen. But Hetty is still bringing me stuff, Fly Girl, because she's cleaning out rooms and she's finding boxes of jewelry. There is so much jewelry, so much. All right, let's turn it around, y'all. You know that this is tricky. Don't look at the mess when I flip this camera around. I'm supposed to be working on that in 2026. So let's see how we do. All right, we're going to start right here, back it up just a little bit. And good morning to everyone. Thank you so much, Kat. Thank you so much. It is a hot wreck express over here. So this is the first piece that we're going to talk about today. It is, and I'm going to say up front, I don't know everything about jewelry. I have really good friends like Dolo and Geneva and the rest of y'all that do know a lot about jewelry. So they have helped me identify the best they can via the internet and pictures what some of this is. This is a 19-inch necklace, multi-texture. It has leather pieces like some suede. It has metal. It has glass beads on that. So it is this blue color. It is showing pretty accurate for color. Again, it is going to be 19 inches. This is not in the catalog, so I'm going to show it. And if somebody would like me to run it after I tell you what the price is, then I will do that. It is a cool piece, so you can really see that blue. This is a metal piece. And it is a hollow metal, so it's not very heavy. These are glass faceted beads that have got a little bit of AB coating on there. And then this suede or leather style material right here. It's an intricate piece. I would say that it's a little bit more modern. I would say even 90s-ish. It does have a lobster claw clasp and it is unmarked. So if anyone is interested in this piece, it would be $7 if you want me to run it. And I will run it if someone is interested in me running that. Otherwise, I'm going to let you know that I have the piece if you're watching a replay, if you're watching on YouTube. But it does measure right at 19 inches. It is a statement piece. All right. I'm going to go to the next piece, which is jewelry just takes a good bit of time to maneuver. But this piece, I want to tell you up front that I believe that there is, I'm going to call it a chip. These are, we believe, green agate stones. and it is 18 inches and it is faceted. This piece would be $7 as well because I have to find it. There it is right there. See this right here? I'm going to call that a chip. I think Dolores would. Hey, LaDonna, good morning. I have not talked to y'all in forever. Oh, thanks, Kim. So that is the piece that is got a chip in it. And I am going to call that a chip because there's a break in even the gloss of that. Got some metal little spacer beads in there. Again, it is 18 inches. It does have a screw barrel clasp on it. Not exactly old screw barrel, but these are all what we believe to be green agate stone beads. And this would be $7 if anyone is wanting me to run that. Just know that again, oh Lord, have I lost it again? I should really put a little sticky. It's on this one. It's on that one right there. So I'm going to put my finger on it so you can see. Now it does roll to the back, but it is on this piece right here. There is a little chip. So if anyone was interested in this piece, it would be, hey mom, Bella Rose in the house. It would be $7 if you would like for me to run that piece. These are some of the pieces that are not in the catalog because y'all, you would not believe how much I have. I have over 3,000 pieces of jewelry. So that's why we are doing some clearing out. Mom Dolores and Fly Girl and everyone says good morning to you and hello. All right, let's look at a pair of earrings. These are really super cool. I think that these are probably, let me find them. I think these are maybe 80s. She said, hey, y'all. These, let me make sure these are the right ones. Let me measure them. I think I listed these. Didn't I list these, y'all? These are 1.5 inch. These are a post earring, gold tone with a post, no mark on these. They are like very Art Deco to me, almost steampunk Art Deco because of all the pieces that kind of look like beads and gears and things, a glossed enamel on there. These are 1.5 inches in diameter, and these are going to be these are going to be, I think, $4. Hold on, let me see. Let me bring them to stage because I need to practice that, y'all. Yeah, here we go. Vintage Art Deco earrings. I'm going to move these to stage, and I'm going to start the auction on that. They are going to be a $4 start. Hey girl, did you get your purse in time? Apple, did you get, y'all, did I start that? Okay, I did. I want to practice again because I have slept. Good morning, Miss Penny Sue. These were a $4 start. They are not heavy. They are not heavy, Katie. And good morning to you. They are not heavy. They are a little bit thinner. Oh, good. Yes, post pictures. So, Katie, I'm glad you're joining us today. In order to bid, you would need to be on VAMP, and they are not heavy, but they are not hollow gold tone either. If you're not on VAMP, you can just, we would invite you to join us. But for today, as always, you can send me an email as well. So these are pretty cool. And those would be a $4. Now, if you're joining us and you missed something and you want me to rerun it, I can practice doing that as well too. I want to bring these up. These are just some, I'm going to call them like, I don't know. I don't want to say ribbed because, we run with that. But sorry, y'all. It's kind of like 3 in a row. these are just like some half hoops, and I think I have these in the store as well. Y'all, I want to learn. I want to practice. So thank you for your patience. And I hope everybody's having, these are also going to be a $4 start. And these are now running. They are $4 and they are a silver tone post earring. And they have the 3 little half hoops together. They probably need to be polished up just a little bit. You can see all the fingerprints and stuff on those. Thank you for looking at those. I'm going to leave the vintage pieces. I will leave those in the store or in my store on VAMP. But I have to take the other ones down because they are not vintage. We only do vintage here on VAMP. All right. There is one that has some bids on it. And I kind of want to show this one. Let's see. I'm going to put this one up. This is a long necklace. And we have 2 pre-bids on this one. And let's see what it said. It is a 38-inch. It's a silver tone, like a serpentine necklace. And so it needs to be turned because I put it back in the bag. So it's, you know how serpentine does this? It needs to be turned and flipped over. But this is a very interesting piece. It's really pretty. So it does not have a make or marker on it, but it does have the lobster claw clasp on there. And I just wanted to show you, it's really, really pretty. It's got the 3, and then it's got this side that is braided. Miss Nikki Moss is currently pre-bid winning this one. Yeah, these need to be redone. See how they turn. But I'm going to go ahead and start the auction on this one. It is a long necklace, 38 inches. So I'll start the auction on that one. It is, I believe, at 8. I think I started it at 7. So it is really, really pretty and good length on there too. Yeah, very interesting piece. Long for those people that like those long necklaces, but we got to fix that. All right. Thank you, Miss Nikki Moss. This one will go to you. Thank you for your pre-bid as well. And I'm going to be packaging and invoicing today. So it will take me a second to reload some things. These are not in the catalog right now either. These are some antique gold, kind of detailed Moroccan style filigree, if you will. They are a dangle. I know I don't have to invoice that. Isn't that fun? Do not have to invoice those. Let me see. Did I get the... I don't think I got the dimensions on that one. So I'm trying to kind of preload the next items for you while we are waiting. I love the way these hang. They remind me of like a Moroccan lantern. And let's see about the dimensions on those. I'm going to call that about 2 3/4 in a length. And I'm going to call that about, I can't even see over my camera, 1.5 inches in diameter. These would be a $4 start if anyone is interested in those. $4 start. I can run them if you would like for me to run those. Just say run. But I love the way they hang. Kind of in the word that everybody uses, boho. Got the little fish hook. So if anyone is interested in these would be a $4 start. Just let me know by saying run, and we will certainly do that. I'm going to, are you shopping for, is that her daughter, Willie? I don't even know if she's still in the chat. There's a couple of things going on today. It's going to be a busy day on VAMP today. All right, we're going to move these over, and I'm going to bring this one up. I love this color. I do think that this is possibly in, or possibly not in, maybe it's not. I thought it was in the shop. Well, how about that? It's not. Oh, yes, it is. I have it as costume, not custom, not cosmetic. Those are all the words that I use. This would be a $6 start little costume necklace. This is like a winter white. It's a winter white. These are acrylic open back cabochon with a pronged setting. They are faceted, but that is acrylic. So it's a very lightweight necklace. Very lightweight necklace. Let me bring it up a little bit closer. Dolores, do you hear all the words you've taught me? Good words too, not even bad words. I don't use those on here. It's what her grandkid. Oh, okay. Look how pretty that is. Now it is a costume piece. Here is the back. I got to measure that for us. It's got a little hinge to it, so jointed or hinged. And let me measure this for you because does it say what it is? Can you push it? Let me see. View listing. Oh, it's 20 inches. Look at me. Bib style. How about me knowing stuff? Doing stuff ahead of time. That's crazy talk. But it does have the extension on that. Let me X out of that. So you can see that this is the last one here, and then it does have an extension. I am going to start the auction. Well, that's so sweet of you to think that, Willie. Sometimes, I forget myself. I forget myself sometimes. Willie. All right. That one was $6. And then I'm going to go straight to the next one, which is a beautiful. Oh, Lord, I didn't even wait. Sorry about that, y'all. Thought I can't watch all the things. I am very rusty. I did my first sale with a friend of mine on YouTube, and God, it was a wreck. We were a wreck. This first one back. So this one is really, really pretty. I do have this one in loaded as well. We're going to get to some others that I don't have listed. We're going to move this one to stage. This one is going to be a $7 start. It is a 17-inch red glass bead necklace with a large red art glass pendant right here. Perfect for Valentine's Day coming up. Willie. Perfect for Valentine's Day coming up. Look at this art glass in here. And you can see my fingers behind it. But let's bring it a little bit closer so you can see. So I've got some acrylic beads and then some stone, like a dyed shell in there. These are acrylic. These are the dyed shell or glass beads. You can see that the dye is there's wear on that, y'all. And then here's your focal point, your art glass. Isn't that beautiful? This would be a $7 start. I know that some people do take apart the pieces for other pieces, like to make things. Hey, Miss Heidi, but I am not offended by that. It does look like an eye right there, doesn't it? It always made me think of a fox, maybe, or just a girl's eye. But this one I'm going to run for 20 seconds, and it's going to be a $7 start. Again, it is 17 inches, and the auction is running. It is a $7 start. Then we'll try to get some other pieces loaded while that is happening. Oh, I got to use this one as a long one. All right. Thank you for looking at that one. Heidi, Miss Penny Sue says, hi, good morning. She's over here on VAMP, and Heidi is on YouTube. Thank you for my YouTube friends popping in this morning. Jess and I are talking about some repurposing jewelry projects. I'm excited about them. If you can do it up, girl. Okay. So here's this next one. This one does have a, I don't know if it's marked or if I found it. This one is Amrita, Amrita. This one is not in the catalog. It is a 20-inch Amrita necklace with a 2.5-inch antique gold and clear rhinestone pendant. So this one is the rhinestone. These are acrylic. So the pendant is really the focal point here with that antique gold on the back. It has a rope chain. Of course, I've put it on backwards. There is your marking, Amrita, right here. So if anyone is interested and you see it's got the darker rope chain, it's not dirty. That's just the color. And that fits super, super cute. Just dinner time now. Great. So this one would start at $9 if anyone would like me to run this. Again, $9 start if you are interested in the 20-inch Amrita necklace with the 2.5-inch antique gold and clear rhinestone pendant. So I'm going to let you look at that one. If you want me to run it, just say run. We will do that while I load the next piece. I think I need an assistant. I think that's what I should have. An assistant. It is a stunner. I really do like this piece. It's this has a little bit of weight to it, but I would say medium weight. I mean, because you can see that this one is the rhinestone and then it is metal, but otherwise it's relatively light. So yes, very pretty. All right, let's move on to this one. If I'm going too fast, let me know, but I do want to share lots of pieces with you today because I have lots of pieces. And I'm going to be, again, I'll be loading some more jewelry, but it will have to be the vintage jewelry that I can load for a VAMP. All right. I'm going to have to double that one up. Let's look at this one. This one is a, which one is this one? This one has glass beads right here and a black round pendant right here. This one is 18 inches. This is all black. So here are your glass beads here. Some might be stone because you see the striations. To me, I'm calling them glass because I really don't know what kind of stone that would be. If you do, shout it out. Okay, right here, I see a little divot, but it's got glaze over that right there. Just want to point all that out. This is like a, let me see. Oh, it's paint. I want to make sure. Yeah, this one was probably because I put it on the wall at the shop. Oh, there, we need to clean that up. How about that deal? Didn't even look at it. I'm telling you, I'm literally pulling them out of the basket. This piece is acrylic. That is not stone. So the rest of these, just making sure striation. If you're interested in this one, this would be a $6 start. So if anyone is interested in that one, it would be a $6 start. You can say, yeah, it's not Mystery Barn. That's definitely paint. I'm sure I was not patient with putting things on the backdrop. I just wanted to hang it. Probably happened at my last Junk Hippie show. This would be a $6 start if anyone is interested in that one. Just let me know to run it. Again, I have some that are in the catalog and some that are not. All right, we're going to go on to this necklace. And I'm going to let you see some of those beads while I get myself together. This one is doubled over. It's 43 inches. It is gold tone. Let me bring up the camera just a little bit. Sorry if the light is washing it out. Let me know. 43-inch gold tone. There's acrylic, glass, and metal beads in this necklace. I have it doubled over because it is 43 inches. So let me show you. Here's your gold tone chain. It is unmarked. It does have a lobster claw clasp on that. It's going to make some noise if it drops. So this is an acrylic. This one is metal. This one is glass. There's some acrylic here, an amber style. It does have the little leopard print piece in there. This one is glass. So it has a great mixture. I will show you how long it is in general, if I can. So it's very long. Oh, thank you, Kim. That's sweet of you to say. It's very long, 43 inches. If you're interested in this one, it would be a $6 start as well. $6 start for this one. If you are interested, just say run it. But I love the little touch of the leopard right there. And that it has, it's a lightweight. But I like that it has the different textures. You've got the glass with the acrylic, with the metal. Lots of pretty things in there. $6 start on that one if you are interested. Let's do a little vintage piece. You don't see these very often anymore. And that is a scarf clip. It's a 2-inch gold tone scarf clip. It has, and I was wondering if this would work for the, what do you call those? Those twisted beads. Anybody remember twisted beads? Y'all, I have real ceramic twisted beads somewhere in this grouping, and I have some plastic ones. And I was wondering if that would work, if a scarf clip might work on that. I'm wondering. This one, I think I do have in the, yes, I'm going to move that to stage. It is a $4 start. It's going to run for 20 seconds, but I just wanted to show it to you up close. It does not have a make or marker, so I don't know if anybody is using the scarf clips for scarves. Yeah, you had some because we talked about them. We both had some. And this one is 2 inches. So I'm going to start that for 20 seconds. It is running. While I load some more, I have plenty, and I am trying to go quickly because I have so much that I want to show y'all today. I get excited about this stuff. I'm going to bring up some vintage dynasty style earrings. And I think they used to have their very own, didn't they have their very own little clip or clasp, y'all? But I don't know where they went. What happened to them, or at least what happened to mine? Who knows? Who even knows? I got a couple of illusion necklaces coming up. This one is really pretty. Now that doesn't show, I'm going to bring it to the forefront. It's, this is like a gunmetal. Those square faceted pieces are like a gunmetal. And then what I call the disco ball or the rhinestones there, that is a 3-strand illusion necklace. It does have the gray, the black rhinestones. These are I think, are these acrylic? Yeah, those are acrylic. And then these are the rhinestone, but that is like a grayish color. Oh, so pretty. Now this one is not in the catalog. It would be a $7 start if anyone is interested. I am going to bring it to the front. You just, yeah, it was like 6 something yesterday, wasn't it? Thank you, Miss Penny Sue. I do have a lot. So look at this, that gunmetal right here. Well, I still think those, I don't know, they're not cold enough to me to be metal. I think they're acrylic, and I'm not going to tap them on my teeth because my mom gets offended by that. So we've got light gray and like a charcoal, but these, and I looked and none of the rhinestones are missing. So if you're interested in this piece, it It's 21 inches. So that means this piece is 21 inches, right? Oh, good catch, girl. 21 inches. And then you've got another 3 inches down there. That one is really, really pretty. And it would be a $7 start if you would like for me to run that. Ooh, I'm going to do this one. Don't say you've never seen it, Mom. I know you're going to say that. She is texting me on the phone. Oh, she said, praise the Lord, you finally heard me about not tapping stuff on your teeth. Well, keep praying. Good morning, Hillbilly Mama. How are you? Thanks for joining. Okay, I didn't see interested in this one, which is fine. We're going to put that to the side. I'm going to bring up a bulky piece for those of us that like bulky jewelry. I know Karen K, my friend over on, $7 starts is when did you start using? I've had to get over that because my price was $14. The original price was $14 and it's 50% off day. So it has to be $7. Y'all, this is beautiful. I know it's against everything that I understand and know, but we're going to roll with that. Look at this beautiful piece. This is a 19-inch with an extension to 22-inch multi-texture. There are glass metal beads. Nope, that's not right either. Oh, yes, it is. That's still right. 19-inch, 20 to 22-inch, multi-tone. I've got my glass seed beads. I've got my metal beads. And then I've got leather, I don't know what you call that, cording that goes through there in a braid. There she is. Odd numbers give my belly button a tickle. I know it's something that I just can't get used to, y'all. I have to, and that whole, when you go to a shop and it's like, people will price their stuff in a vintage shop like $14.98. Girl, you better just say $15 because nobody has time to do all that kind of math when you have a sale. Forget it. I can't do it. And then I get sidetracked and, your OCD starts going and you're flapping in the store and it's never good. It's never good. All right. This piece is absolutely beautiful. It would be an $8 start, y'all. This is an $8 start. Look at that beautiful beading. There's some cording there. And these are like the ceramic twisted beads, but the twisted beads are a little bit bigger. These are a seed bead. This one has some beautiful bead caps and it has a lobster claw clasp. Yeah, one booth at the mall closest to me does $5.38 and $7.38. Yeah, Etsy always, I can't be doing math that fast. Y'all can hang that up. It is beautiful. Now, I am going to say that this one does have weight, but you have a lot of seed beads in there. I don't even know how many strands. And then these, it's like 4 strands of each. Yeah, really, really pretty and braided. It is so pretty. Very, for us, this is very rodeo season coming up. Got a great turquoise color. It is coming across beautifully. If you are interested, this is an $8 start. So if you want me to just say run, and we would run that at $8. All right. I'm looking for my next closest thing. She is thick. That's how we like them. I'm thick. She's thick. It's if we get sick, we've got plenty of reserve, y'all. Plenty of reserve. All right, we're going to pass on this one. Thank you for looking at these. I'm going to do a little bracelet. I haven't done a bracelet yet. I do have some bracelets in the store today. This one is, and I'm not really sure the best way how to show a bracelet, but it's a 7.5-inch gold tone multi-chain bracelet, and it has a trunk up elephant. So it looks like I have, this one is not in the shop. So I would be running this one if you're interested for $6. I don't even know how many chains that is because I can't see. It was 6, I think. It has the bead caps. Here's your little center. It is 7.5 inches. I'd have you run it if it started at 7 or 9. Be quiet, Willie. Okay, this is the lobster claw class. So I can just show you a little bit how it would lay like this. So did Rachel come in? Didn't even see her. I'm sorry. Good morning, Rachel. This one would be a $6 start. Again, it is 7.5 inches. It has almost like let me see this. It's almost like a pink tone to that on the bead cap there. This would be, yeah, there she is. Good morning. Yeah, she had a fun show yesterday with all those cute clothes. I love the way you styled those. But this would be a $6 start. If anyone is interested, just say run it. And I will start it at $6 for you. All right. I'm going to go with these honkers. Love these. Very, I don't know, kind of Blanche Devereaux-ish. These are vintage. These are in my shop or in the, what do you call those? The store. There we go. We're going to move that to stage. I have these as a 1 3/4 inch vintage modernist multicolored Grippo GRIPOIX gold tone clip earrings. I believe that the pieces in there are acrylic. I would change the pads on them and I'm going to tell you up front, but look at that. Very, very modernist. There is a whole name for this, that Joan Collins. Yeah. The GRIPOIX, Gripo, maybe. Oh, hi, Stinker Fred. Did you come in? Thanks for coming in. These are a clip earring. These are a vintage clip earring, almost like a turtle shell. Yeah. But I think it's this braiding that goes around here, like the rope that goes around. But thank goodness that these are acrylic, y'all, because these would be super heavy. These are the kind of earrings you rip off your ear when you're fixing to choose someone out on the phone. Yeah, every secretary has done that. But it's got this thick gold on there. Now, I would replace the paddings on these. These are vintage, and these got to be the 80s, y'all. Very Sugar Baker and all those. These are going to have these are going to start at $9. So I'm going to start the auction on those. Those are running. So if anybody is interested in vintage 80s earrings, these are them. And they are running. I put one each way so you can see those. Very dynasty, y'all. Very dynasty. Yeah, they just go like this, right, Willie? They're like, ma'am, let me direct your call to someone who cares. I mean, that can help you. That's how you're supposed to say it. That's what you're supposed to say, right? All right, I've got another illusion necklace that is long, that's got some art glass to it. Beautiful pieces. And this one is 22 inches to, I think it's longer than that, but yeah. These are acrylic right here, bead inside of bead. These, I think, are acrylic as well, but these are the art glass beads. Those are so pretty. It does have 11 to 14 inch. Is that right? It can't be right. I must be crazy. Nope, that's right. I wasn't crazy. It is an illusion necklace, 3-strand. It's gonna be noted as a 22 inch. 22 inch. It's got acrylic, but these art glass little swirl beads, twist beads, those are really, really pretty. Your display book, a little light reading for the this one. This is actually a box. It's a box. I got 2 of them, but it's just perfect. The other one is back here with some stuff on it for another sale. But yeah, War and Peace. Who wants to lightly read that? This one would start at $7. If anybody would like me to run that, just let me know. It does have the lobster claw clasp right here. 3 strands. So pretty. And I'm liking these clear glass because, with January, we always say bring back the clear glass, but it goes with anything. It's kind of a winter vibe there. All right, let me load another one. Yeah, I couldn't even imagine reading War and Peace, Rachel. Ugh, I can barely read a Cosmo magazine. I'm like, okay, what's next? Moving on. Attention span of a gnat sometimes. Attention span of a gnat. All right, let me load up a couple of more. Y'all doing okay? Is there anything you want to see? I do have some things in the store, as I just mentioned. And so if you want to see one of those, let me know. Or if you're looking for something in particular, if you want to see an earring or a bracelet or some kind of, okay, well, this one we are not going to run because apparently I messed that one up. So let me find one that I can put on here for y'all in a sec. Oh, here's some. These are pretty. Okay, I'm going to move this one out of the way. Hi, Nifty Kitty. How are you? Thanks for coming in. My name is Beth. I am in Texas. I know it says Carolina Princess because that I am. I am from South Carolina. All right, here's another one that I think is really cool. I like the way that this shows. This one is, now LaDonna, y'all helped me decide that this was Baroque pearl with those glass faceted and AB coated beads and some seed beads in there. Again, another twist model. This has got like a grayish blue to it. Oh, it is so pretty. So pretty. It is 19 inches. I'm going to show a couple of pieces of it up front, or up close rather. I'm multitasking while you guys look at that. I am getting the next set loaded. Again, need an assistant. LaDonna, come back. You and Cheryl can be my assistants. We just roll with the punches. Okay, what's going on here? This one's giving me some trouble, so we're going to take a break before I lose it. All right, let me show you this up close. Look how beautiful that is. You'll be my Vanna? That would be perfect. So I got some glass seed beads. These are glass, AB coated, like a silver tone, faceted bead. We believe these are a Baroque style pearl. It is all twisted. Now, somebody had to bead that. And LaDonna can attest to the beading of that. That is just too much. And this one does have a lobster claw clasp. It does have some weight. And I believe this one is also in the shop. I don't know. Do y'all call it the shop, the store? Do we have a name? What's going on? Let me know so I don't sound silly. This one, take this one to the booth. This one would be a $10 start. Oh, for here, you call it your booth, right? I get you, Kim. This is what you call your booth. This is going to start now. It is for 20 seconds at $10 start. Let you see that up close again. Very, very nice piece. Very nice piece. This next piece is super fun if I can get it. If I would just leave the stuff alone after I take it out and decide all about it and do all the things, if I would just stop taking it in the bag and putting it out, or taking it out, putting it back in. Thank y'all for looking at that one. And again, if there's something that you want to see that I have in my booth or in the sale, let me know. Love this. Y'all, I don't know what it is about this. I actually kept one of these. I had it in gold. I had it in silver. Ended up with 2 silvers. And I kept one because how pretty is this with an open like a collared shirt that is a little bit, doesn't button all the way to the top. You know, my mom wears those where maybe at the chest bone it starts buttoning, but it lays so pretty. This would be so, so pretty with this. This is a matte silver. It's 18 inches. This one is also in the shop, and it is a KS Paris is I'll show you the marking on this. I could have sworn I put this one in here. There it is. Jeez. It's gonna be a $7 start. My desk faces the front of the house, and I am seeing some young boys riding their bikes. So nice to see kids in the neighborhood. Yeah, that are just having fun and getting exercise, right? So I love the design of this. I just love that. Yeah, one of her high school friends made one similar. Isn't that pretty? So I'm going to bring it up a little bit closer because I want you to see it's got like a hammered effect to that. It is not heavy. It is a lightweight. So I'm guessing this is hollow, like a hollow. I'm not going to say it's the weight of pressed aluminum, but do you get my drift when I say that? It is really, really pretty. It does have the KS Paris jewelry tag on there with the lobster claw clasp. But I just think that is so pretty. And you still have your bike from age 10. She'll show you because she shows all of her childhood toys. I don't even know where my childhood toys are. This one is going to be a $7 start, and it is running now. It is running for 20 seconds. Again, it's 18 inches, $7 start if anyone is interested in that one. Let me see what else I got over here. It's a really pretty piece. I love that. I love the solids. All right. Thank you for looking at that one as well. I love the length. I think it's just perfect. Potential ER visit. I was watching the ER show this morning, and I'm getting pretty good about knowing what things are. All right, let me move this one out of the way. I'm going to bring up some earrings. These are a gold tone. These are a gold tone and rhinestone clip. They don't look like clips, but they are clips. Did I put that in there? Okay, good. These are these? I think these are in the shop too. Yeah, here we go. I'm getting good with this. But because I never practiced. These are going to be a $4 start, y'all. They are 1 1/4 inch gold tone and clear rhinestone. I could not get a good picture of all those rhinestones. I tried. So they look like 2 pieces, but they are 1 and they are clip. I did not see a make or marker. They are called a knocker style. So like a door knocker. Hi, a little of everything. How are you? But okay, so this piece doesn't come off, right? Like some of the others. And I did not find a make or mark on this anyway. And it is a clip. So I thought that was neat because I normally don't see those in the clip style. Hey, Miss Pamela Blanchard, how you doing, Sugar Britches? These are going to be a $4 start. She never left the house with carried an extra pair in her case in her purse. You feeling better? All right. So this is a start auction of $4. It is running. $4 start for these. They are a clip, gold tone, unmarked. Those are really pretty. Just a little something, you know, when you need just a little something. All right. Thank you for looking at those. I'm trying to work on keeping my area somewhat tidy because, girl, it'll look like a disaster. All right, let's go back to that 80s, 90s time. This one is also in the catalog, and it is the vintage Avon. Now this one is a vintage piece. It is a vintage Avon necklace that is 18 inches gold tone. It is going to start at $8. It will be running. I'll show you some of the markings. I think each one of those swirly pieces have an Avon mark on the back. Somebody else had when I was watching a show the other day, somebody else had an Avon necklace right back here on the bottom of, where is it at? Right there. Of every one of these little swirly pieces is marked Avon. Now, they just really wanted people to know who made this, didn't they? All right. This is going to be an $8 start. It has a J clasp, but it's got some great little swirls on there. Thank y'all for being here today. I'm going to start this for $8, running for 20 seconds. It is running now. I've already lost one bag, and I just got here. Jeez, my knees. I'm going to run 3 bracelets, that set of 3 bracelets next, bangles, if anybody was interested in that. And I also have a clay stone bracelet that is a stretch that I'm going to go ahead and run. All right, let's see what is next. I'm going to add these. I think I put these in the catalog. They are earrings. I would not wear these together, but they are just a gold tone. And since they were right here in my hand, I'm going to do them. These are the wavy ones. Let me get that brought up to stage. Now, these are the hollow pressed. These are hollow and pressed. I'm going to move it. They are not Avon. They are 1 3/4 inch gold tone. I call them the wave, but I don't know if y'all know what I'm talking about when I say they're pressed. I'm going to show them to you up close. I'm going to move that to stage. They are a $3 start, actually. They are a $3 start. So they do have a hinge to them, so there is some movement. But look at that little swirl, almost like golden curls, right? But they are a pierced earring. You can see that it has here's what I'm saying when it's pressed. You see that it looks like, they clamped it to make it, but there is a little movement in there, which I think is nice. These are only going to be for $3. And again, they are 1 3/4 inch length, and they are going to run for 20 seconds starting now. It is running. I don't even know what I did with that, so we'll move on from that. We'll leave that part of our life alone. Those are $3 starts. Hey, Miss Barbara, how are you? Thank you for joining me today. All right, those are really pretty. Those are some everyday with your blue jeans. If you don't want to wear hoops, because I'm a hoop girl, I usually wear hoops just about every day. I sleep in my earrings, same pair that I wear all the time. Unless I dress it up, then I wear my big hoops. So, I'm going out somewhere if I have on. I do have a few brooches. Yes, ma'am. And I can run some of those in just a second. Thank you for asking. I'm going to do these pieces, and then I'm going to dig for those brooches. There's a lot of brooches somewhere. And, if you want me to be honest, Kim, I think I put all the brooches in one place, and now I can't find them. This is the story of my life, child. Anybody else got that issue? I mean, I was trying to be organized. I was trying to organize myself, and I organized myself right out of something. All right, let me do this one. This one is really cool. I love the green color in this one. This is really, really neat. Do I have this one in my shop? Yes, I do. I called it a textured necklace. Not the only one who puts stuff in a safe place. Yeah, so safe, we don't know where it would be. There's my 18-inch. Found it. Y'all can stop looking. Got it. Thank you. All right. This one is 18 inches. It is glass and flocked beads in this necklace. I have never seen a flocked bead on a necklace. Have y'all? It is going to be an $8 start, but look at this. That's a flocked bead. The brown ones are flocked. These right here are acrylic, these amber ones, but these are glass. A flocked bead necklace. Never. Love the green color. It does have a fall vibe, but you know, I think it's still pretty. These are little glass beads with those caning in it. And then the acrylic. This is so pretty. It is 18 inches. It has a toggle clasp on the back there. I know, right? And then some glass seed beads. So your toggle clasp, everybody knows, goes down. It's usually on a bracelet, but a lot of your jewelry makers will use this kind of like a little bit more of a high class clasp than a basic O-ring, C-ring, or lobster claw clasp. But really, really pretty. That is so interesting. It is going to be $8. It's running for 20 seconds starting now. It is running. And let me see. I thought I had some brooches, Kim. So I know I have this one, but that's not what you're talking about. I can tell you that up front. Let me keep looking because my Lord, I got plenty. I have so much. You guys would not even. It's kind of embarrassing. It's kind of embarrassing. Thank y'all for looking at that. And some others that I have preloaded or right here in front of me. This is, let me see. I do have this set of 3. I can't remember what I did, and I just did this yesterday. Move to stage. Okay. So there is a set of 3 of these. I know what I can tell you is they're like the antique, I'm calling it like a brass or antique gold. They're a cuff bracelet and they are carved. Yes, it's me, Miss Felicia. That's one that's not in South Carolina, but she is from South Carolina. So this one is more brass and these 2 are more antique gold. You see that? There's a little bit of difference in the coloration. Maybe if I put them on both sides. This is a set of 3 bangles. It's going to be all 3 of these, y'all. They've got beautiful etching in that. It was not able to be captured very well. These are going to be the set of 3 for $5. So the set of 3 for $5. And then you're just going to put those on like so. All right. I don't want to stretch them out, but you can make them fit. So these are going to be $5 for all 3 bracelets starting at for 20 seconds. And I'm starting that now. The etching on that is really, really pretty. $5 for all 3 of those. I guess it would have been easier just to do it like this, y'all. You know what? Some days I have more frontal lobe ability than others. Look at that. That is so pretty. All right. Thank you for looking at that. Kim, I'm going to dig in here because I don't know what I picked the first thing. Okay. These, let me see if these are in here. They are. I'm going to move that to stage. These are green and earth tone. It's a stretch bracelet. I believe that this is a pottery or ceramic bead. That's what we thought. It's going to be $5. It is stretched. The elastic is still very good on it, but these are like a pottery bead. Isn't that beautiful? It reminds me of like a glazed pottery. All these different earth tones. So, so pretty. And it is going to run for $5 at 20 seconds. And it is running now. This is so good. And it's a stretch, so you don't have to worry about any type of clasp. Bracelet clasp are awful. If cold to the touch, they are a stone. Yeah, it is cold to the touch. Sorry, we weren't sure if they were like a pottery or a stone, but we don't know. Now, do you know what stone those would be? That's why we thought they were kind of pottery, because they look and feel like, see, that one is got glaze over it. Jaspers maybe. But yes, these have weight. These do have weight. So that was a $5 start for those. I just thought it was really pretty. You know what? We really don't know. Let's just be honest. We really don't know. Kim, I am looking. I don't want to be off camera too much. I want to make sure. So I'm going to keep digging. I'm going to get this one ready. I love this one. This one is but then again, y'all, I like them all. So I don't know who I'm kidding. I'm not kidding anyone but myself. Okay. This one is very pretty. I love the 3 layers. But I can't wear that. So this one, oh yes, you used to make, that's right. This is a Chico's, y'all. This is a Chico's necklace that is 27 inches. It is multi-strand. We have some glass, some metal. We have some, I think that's metal, glass. These are glass. Those are metal. That's like a stone. But isn't that beautiful? I'm going to bring it up close so you can see the beautiful colors. Now, this is a Chico's. It is not in the store, but it would be a $9 start if anybody is interested in this Chico's 3-strand necklace. Let's take a look at it. Here is your Chico's mark right here. It's upside down, but it is there. There's your Chico's mark. It does have the lobster claw clasp on there with all of these little beads. And these are like, I think these are acrylic. Then you go down to some metal carved beads here. You have, this is a metal bead with some lacquer over it. This is a glass or a stone bead. This is a stone bead. More of the same. I do like these little beads right here. So if anybody is interested, just say run. It would start at $9. This is beautiful. I love this little barrel bead. Yeah, the beads are beautiful. I love the colors in that. So pretty. All right, Miss Pack Rat Queen. This one would be oh, I'm so sorry. This one, oh Lord. Hold on. Okay, let me take a picture. I've got to remember how to do this because I haven't done it yet. So this is going to be the Chico's necklace. And it's going to be the 3-strand. And it is going to be $9. Thank you for your patience. And I'm going to, where is that? I don't think that's right. We're going to do 7. If it's more than this, less than this, then of course I will refund the shipping. I typically sometimes have to do that. All right. So are we ready? We're going to publish that and we're going to start the auction. Thank you for being interested in that one. It is running for 20 seconds. All right. Thank you for your interest in that. I'm still looking, Kim. I probably pulled the only thing that does not have a brooch in it. I have 7,000 brooches, and can I find one? Absolutely not. But thank you so much, Miss Felicia. I appreciate you. That's a good get for a Chico's necklace. All right. I do have this one that I'm going to go to run. She's like, I can't do it. I have to have the seed beads. Yeah, you came in after I ran all those other seed bead necklaces, but A ton more that I'm going to do. I do have a vintage Rotary International Club pin. Some people do collect these, so I thought that I would bring it because it is going to be just $4 start. It is a 2-inch vintage Rotary International Club. It's a ladies gold tone feather brooch. There, oh, can you see it? The emblem right there. And then this beautiful feather. Okay, if it's me, I'm just going to tell you, I'm going to put a rhinestone over that because this is not my club. So yeah. Isn't that beautiful? She said, no, don't you dare do that. It is not a safety clasp. It extends past the rollover clasp there. And again, it is a $4 start. And I'm going to start this now for 20 seconds. But I do know that some people do. Yes, it is collectible as a club memorabilia. I do understand that. That's why I was bringing it today. I know some people do Masons and Rotary and all the things. But yeah. And this is a $4 start. Oh, Miss Felicia, you got it. Thank you. Good, good, good. I'm glad somebody knows what it is. She said, don't you dare, child. You got to know better. You got to know better and do better. Thank you. Okay, the next is a set. You're going to get both pieces of this for $6. And this was actually in a show. So these are acrylic and gold tone. They are a pierced earring. And with that, saved it for your beadwork. And then you're going to get this. I put these together. They did not come together, but you're going to get this pendant and the earrings for $6 start. If you're interested, I will run it. But this is it's got the, what do you call those? I want to say topaz, but they're not topaz. Topaz colored rhinestones in here with the lacquered, and it's got the blue and the copper, the brown, the copper, and the gold tone in this little teardrop. So that's this pendant, and then these little earrings. These are a gold tone metal, and then these are acrylic. They are faceted prong set, but again, they are a costume piece, not marked. I have no idea. These are acrylic though. So this is acrylic. All of these colored pieces are acrylic, and this is gold tone. It is a post earring. Some people can't wear post. I know several of my ladies don't do post earrings. But I was going to offer this set together because I had them separately in a show, and now it's just time to start bundling this stuff when I find things that go together. So if you're interested in this again is a 2¼ inch enamel and gold tone earth tone pendant and the earring set. It would be $6 if anyone is interested in having that run. I just pulled that out of those. I'm going to also show you these. This would be a $5 start for both pair. So who doesn't love these little knots? These little knot post earrings. You're going to get this, and you're going to get this pair. So see, this is ribbed. So you're going to get 2 pair of earrings for $5. Little gold tone post. They are all post. They are all post earrings. And I'm going to show you the size differential. So if you're interested in these were classic, y'all. These were so classic. There's a size differentiation in there. And they would be a $5 start for both pair. If you are interested in having those run, you just say run. But those are classic. I love those. You know, you could dress those up instead of just wearing big silver hoops. All right. Kim, I'm still searching, honey. I'm so sorry. These are in my store. I don't know why that is such a hard thing for me to grasp. Um, and if there's something you're looking for specifically, let me know. I do want to try to get through a good bit of my jewelry today, but these are a earring that I have in the store. These little earrings here move to stage. These are going to be a $5 start. These are a 3¼ inch drop and a 2 inch in diameter bottom piece. I'm calling these an antique silver filigree style. Look how pretty those are. They got a little flower in there. It's 2 pieces, so there is some movement. Super cute. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you for that, Kim. These are the back. And these, oh my gosh, I learned something that this is called a lever back closure. Dolores would be so proud of me. This is a lever back closure. But I thought these were so pretty. And these will be a $5 start. I am running the auction now for 20 seconds at $5. Thank you, Kim. That is so sweet of you to do that. And I'm still looking, so heads up. She missed the seed bead necklace with all of those beautiful turquoise colored ones. Oh, those were so pretty. These next earrings are some fancy ones, and they are some of my favorites that I have had. I'm going to show them to you and then bring them to the stage. I call these Hollywood earrings. These are going to be also $5. These are a 2-inch black, clear, and gray rhinestone pierced earring. Look at that. And this, that's acrylic, that's acrylic, that's acrylic, that's acrylic. But that, I can't remember if that's acrylic or not. Yeah, that's acrylic. And then it's got the little rhinestones in the center. Look how pretty that is. That is so lovely. With the little gunmetal on the back. So pretty. These are going to run for just $5 for 20 seconds, starting now. Starting now for those little fancy Hollywood earrings. I love a fancy Hollywood earring. All right. Let me keep looking. Thank y'all for being here and for checking out all my jewelries. All my pretties. I love some pretties. Ooh, this one is not lovely. And it's blue. Y'all know how I feel about blue. Blue is this is Carolina blue right here. This one is so nice. But then again, I've said that about every single piece, haven't I? All right. I'm going to double it so y'all can see it, but it doesn't need to be. All right. I'm going to show you this. This is going to be a little set, and it's new. It is not vintage in any way. It's looped over. It's 35 inches. That's why I'm looping it over. It has a standard silver tone chain. And in the center though, I know it does. It's my signature color. This little pendant right here, this is an art glass piece. This one. Hold on, let me make sure. Yeah, that's art. That's glass. But look at that. Beautiful. And then it's got these little rhinestones right here. Now this is an open back cabochon. I think that's glass. I think it is. It's either glass or really, really good acrylic, but it's super heavy. I mean, not super heavy, but much heavier than acrylic. So I'm going to call that glass. Beautiful piece. Now, it did come with these little earrings. So I think it came with these. I could have put them with it. I'm not sure. So that will be a set. And it would be $7 for the set if you are interested. But again, this is a 35-inch necklace. So it is really long. 35-inch necklace. So that's why I had it doubled up so you could see this beautiful pendant. And then it just has some small earrings. So if anyone is interested in this set, it would be $7. You can just let me know to run it. Yeah, blue is my signature color. That is, we call it Beth blue or Carolina blue. It's always good. All right, I'm going to, let me see what else was in the actual catalog in case somebody had already looked at that. And, oh, there's a Napier piece. I can run the Napier piece. This is a heavy piece, y'all. I'm going to put it up on the stage, a vintage Napier. And let me show it to you. It does have good weight. Like it is weighty. So I'm gonna put it here, let you see that. It's silver tone. It's all metal, and it's some good stock heavy metal stuff. It is 16 inches. It does have a Napier tag. It would be running for $8 for 20 seconds. Let me show it to you up close. So you can see, look at these beautiful beads in there. All of these are metal beads in that same pattern, and it does have weight. It is very weighty. There's your Napier tag right here. But yes, it has the lobster claw clasp. It is weighty, and it is only 16 inches. So it is going to come right to the top of that collarbone. Right to the top of that collarbone. And that is going to run for $8 for 20 seconds, starting right now. I'm trying to get some more pieces loaded on mannequins. So you guys, oh, I love this piece. And again, thanks for hanging out with me this morning. We're going to show a few more pieces. And I will be doing this with some vintage jewelry in other times because I just have so much. All right. Thank you for looking at that Napier piece. The next piece is going to be, we think it's pyrite or quartz. It's a rock style bracelet. Again, it's in the catalog. So I do want to move that to stage and show you this. It does have the hook clasp on there. It is, the bracelet is 2¼ inches in diameter, which I think is like a seven and something. It must be like a 7. Let me put it on and then I'll show you. Can't do it with that thing. You just pinch it closed and it goes in the little hole. Easier said than done, right? All right. Hold on. Can I get it? It would help if I had glasses that I could see, y'all. All right, I may not be able to put this on myself because I can't see it. I know, go get glasses, right? Oh, here we go. Nope. And now I have to beat it. Now I have to do it. Now I have to win. I have to win the battle. And we might be wearing it for the rest of the day. I cannot see to get it in that hole. There we go. Oh my God. I worked for that. One by ½ inch. I'm going to call this pyrite or some type of I don't think it's quartz because I think it's metal. Y'all let me know what you think. But see this, I could not see this little hole that it goes in because I don't have the right glasses on. I have my far away glasses and not my up close glasses. I can see it in here, but I'm reaching around the camera. This one is going to be $7. It's going to run for 20 seconds and it is starting right now. So I want you to know it does stand up a little bit, but if anybody's got some geode people or anything like that, that they enjoy that, this would be a fun little gift for them. And then you see you have to, I may be wearing it. Oh no, it comes off much better. Much better than it goes on. Now, see, look how easy that was when you can see when it's magnified. All right, let me see what else is in the catalog and we'll keep going if I have enough time. And I know Kim has asked me about brooches. I do have them. I just have to find them. Okay, let me see if this one, yes, this one is a multi-strand and it is also in the catalog. It's 16 inches. It's gold tone. It's on a gold tone chain or multiple chains here, just a thin chain. It is an illusion necklace and all of this is acrylic because that would be very heavy if it wasn't. Let me bring it up close to you. You can see those beautiful purples and almost like a copper color. It reminds me of a tan, like the copper tone baby. Yeah, that's what it reminds me of. All of these are acrylic. Love the purple pieces in there. That is really pretty. Different styles and texture of the bead. Really, really pretty. This is going to run for $7 for 20 seconds. Starting now. Thank you, Kim. I do. And then I pulled them and I was like, oh, look, brooches. And then, oh, look, no brooches. I know I'm going to have some on Tuesday, Kim. I know I'm going to have some on Tuesday. So, all righty. Thank you for looking at that one. And let me see what else we have today. Is anybody looking for necklaces, earrings, bracelets? I know, brooches. This one needs to go, that one needs to go somewhere else because it's just too small. All right, this one is not in the catalog, but it reminds me of a Premier piece, but the only reason I say it's not Premier, it might be a knockoff, is because this is acrylic. It is faceted, and it is a cabochon, and it is faceted, but the metal is heavy and thick, but it is not, I don't think that Premier would have that acrylic piece there. It is a little slide pendant. It is 1.25 inch, 1.5 inch silver tone round pendant with the black acrylic faceted center. It would be $4 if anyone is interested in me running that. It would be $4. Let me know if you would like me to run that for $4. And I'm going to run a few other pieces. Oh, I have this. I found one brooch, Kim, in this whole mess. It would be $4. I don't think this is in it is not. Yeah, this one is not in there. So I did pull this one out, Kim. And it is going to be $4. It's 1.5 inch silver tone with the clear rhinestones. It is a flower brooch. This is the back. It does have a C clasp on there, so it's not a rollover. If anyone is interested in me running this, it would be a start of $4. Let me see what the ruler says. About 1.25. Yeah, 1.25. So this is a $4 start. If anyone is interested, it does have, no, that's fine. It does have the center stone. Yeah, this one is pretty common, but I was like, oh, I do actually have a brooch out here. No worries whatsoever. I do have lots, and I know I have 3 or 4 in the show on Tuesday, but that is not here on VAMP. I'm going to show these are also not in the catalog. These would be a $4 start as well. These are a rhinestone and metal, little tiny, oh, I've already forgotten the word, y'all. What was the word for this? What was the type of latch? We just talked about it. On these little earrings. Those would be pretty small. And these are going to be a $4 start. If you're interested in these earrings, just let me know and I will run those. Those are black faceted and a smoky gray faceted rhinestone in this little earring, unmarked. I forgot what the name of the hook was, y'all. Just that fast already. So we're going to pass on those. There's 3 more pair of earrings that I have listed that I want to show, and then I might have time to do just another 1 or 2. These are acrylic, so these are pretty lightweight. They are a post earring. I think I have these listed. Yeah, they're going to be $4 if you are interested in these. I love the colors, and I love that you can see through it. Now, these are acrylic. But the color, you can see the colors on those. They are fabulous. And these are 2 1/4 inch green and blue acrylic bead post earrings that open back cabochon. I'm going to run these for $4 for 20 seconds if anyone is interested in that. These are $4. Lever back. Thank you. Heidi to the rescue. These are beautiful. These are $4. Thank you, Heidi. Oh my gosh. I'm probably going to need that reminder in just a minute because you know I'm going to forget what it says. I'm going to have like a moment where I'm going to forget exactly what you just told me. Thank you, Heidi. These are really, really cute too. I'm going to say these are these are earrings. They are $4. These are also in the catalog. These are a $4 start. These are 2-inch length by 1.5-inch diameter. These are silver tone hoops. These are turquoise style or howlite style beads. In here, the little chips. I think they're howlite, but I could be wrong. I love the wire that goes around them. No short-term memory left. Exactly. But those are got a very Western feel to those. Super cute. They got the little J hooks on those. Lightweight. They're going to run for 20 seconds for $4, and they are running now. Yeah, those are really pretty. Very lightweight. And I have another one that is kind of in the same color palette that we will run next. Thank y'all for being here. We're almost at the end of, yes, it would. That rodeo style necklace that I had, that might be a good idea to put those together, Heidi. Good call. Good call, Miss Heidi. All right, these are another earring that is going to run for $3. These are, and I even have it right here, 1 1/4 by 1 inch dangle earrings with some blue acrylic cabochons, open back cabochons, little hook earrings. These are going to be $3, and we'll run those for 20 seconds starting right now. Yeah, some days the brain works better than others. This is a $3 start right here. Thank you for your help, Miss Heidi. I appreciate that. I'm going to run a set next, earrings, and thank you for looking at those. I'm going to run an earrings and necklace set next. This is got like a chain piece to it. Let me get. That's really pretty. This is a 2-piece set. This is not in the catalog. So this has got multi-chain, silver tone, different types of chain in there. And then it's got some little shell-like pieces, some alabaster or shell-like pieces in there. I'll bring it closer, but I wanted to let you see. I don't know how long that is. So if you give me a second, I will figure that out because I don't have the little tag with me for some reason. I'm going to call this a 24 to 26 inch chain. And here are the little pieces. See the little like alabaster style little nuggets and the little shell pieces in there with some glass beads and the different types of chain. Pretty interesting little set here. Well, I paired, it did not come with it, and then it goes down into the knot with the other pieces. Thank y'all for being here today. This one, I paired these little shell earrings with it because I just thought they kind of matched with it. So you're going to get both pieces, and it would be $9 for the 2-piece set. I had it at 18. $9 for the set because I felt like these little pieces matched. So when I found these, I thought, well, we'll just put those together. Yeah, I like those. So that set is $9. If anyone is interested, just say run it, and I'll run it for $9. And let me see. I want to make sure that I hit everything that was in the... Did I hit everything that was... Oh, there's a pair in here that I did not run, and that is this pair right here. I did not run this pair because when I went to take it out just now, this piece, which is metal, had come off. And I guess it just pops back on or something, but they're going to go into junk jewelry. So if you are here and able to chat, I'm going to take these away. These are really pretty. I'm sorry that those broke. If you are here and able to let me know, is anyone interested in craft jewelry? Broken jewelry that you can craft with. And the reason that I ask that is because I have a lot of it. I usually do it $5 per pound. I usually do craft jewelry $5 per pound. I can curate some for you. This is absolutely stunning. I can curate some of that for you if you're looking for all silver pieces, or if you're looking for pearl pieces or a certain color, let me know. I am going to bring this one. This one is not in the shop or the catalog. I'm going to start this at $9 if anyone is interested. It is 16 inches. There are semi-precious stones here. It is in this vibrant green. Look how pretty that green is. These are semi-precious stones, and then it's got the little bead pieces in there, but look how pretty this is. This is 16 inches. There are 30 stones. We counted it. It does have this beautiful, beautiful toggle clasp here. So if anyone is interested in this beautiful green, because St. Patrick's Day is coming up, if anyone is interested in this, I would start this one at $9. And it will run for 20 seconds. You just need to let me know if you would like for it to be run. All right. Okay, I'm going to flip it around. I want to show y'all something. Flip it around, bring it forward. We did it. Thank y'all so much for being here today. Thank you for sticking it out. This is some more stuff that I pulled that I didn't run just for the 50% off sale. So if you are looking for something, let me know. I have some of everything. I do have some sets. Any kind of beading that you're looking for, let me know. This one is the only other pin that's on the top. And it's not really a brooch. It's just a pin. This one is, see, it doesn't work well this way. Let's do this way. See this little boy? It is a pendant and brooch. This is the only other one that I had. It is the tricolor. Do y'all remember Well, no, it's just gold and silver. I thought there was a pink tone. You remember the tricolored gold? This little one would be $7 if anyone would like for me to run this. The little boy with the overalls that is a pendant and a pin. So this one would be $7 if anyone is interested in that. So I have so much more. He's about 1.25 inches tall by 1 inch in width. But I have so much more, y'all. I would love to come on and do another one. It would have to be all vintage jewelry, but I do have vintage jewelry that I can pull. Vintage being 80s, 90s. So jewelry goes all the errors. If you're looking for 40s, 50s jewelry, I do have some of that too. Join me and Dolores next Sunday at 11 a.m. Central, 12 p.m. Eastern. We will be going through a vintage jewelry haul, and we will be asking your help in identifying it, pricing it, and then it will be available if anybody wants to purchase it at that time. But our main goal for that day is to identify and price the jewelry. Typically, what I do for my jewelry, y'all, is I price it and I run it through the cycles of my live sales, VAMP sales, and all the things, and I run it through my shops. If I keep it and it doesn't sell, then I immediately put it on 50% off because I have over 3,000 pieces of jewelry and I don't have the space for any more. But I keep getting more because it's so interesting and so good. It's so good. And I love getting it. So, oh, good, Heidi. Thank you. We're going to be here on VAMP next Sunday. So I know that there are other people on right now. Let me see. We have Thrifter Junker Vintage Hunter. We have Misty, and we also have Carolyn. She's take two for more treasures. And I think Misty has purses and stuff like that. So I'm going to let you guys choose what you are interested in. And I want to say thank you so much for being here today. And I will see you next Sunday. And if you're not subscribed to my YouTube channel, please go over. Please go over and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I would really like to hit 4,500, which is almost 1,000. I don't know, but we can do it. Just share. I actually have to go, daggone the luck. I have to go and film content somewhere and shop this week for my video on Thursday, and I am live for sale on my YouTube channel. That is not vintage, or I would be here on VAMP. So until next time, y'all stay pretty and be sweet. Bye-bye. Thanks for coming, y'all.